Let's talk about how to get on like a house on fire to supersize and grow your business. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. And our idiom, our expression today is to get on like a house on fire. This one's attributed to Thomas Carlyle and his work in 1741, The History of Frederick II. And what it means, of course, is to become good friends very quickly and to have a lot of things to talk about with each other, to have a lot of fun, to have a great relationship, to get along and to interact really, really well together. So how do we apply this to supersizing and growing our business? Number one, we ask ourselves, how do we get along with people? How do we make friends? Do we have a process? And we all have a process for everything. A lot of times we just don't think about it. It's on a subconscious level, and we don't pay any attention to what is the process that I use when I am making and creating and encouraging and maintaining and nurturing or networking, and I interact with the best relationships, the relationships for my Dream 100, the people I really want to be in relationships with to learn how to grow and build and supersize my business. Who is it that I want to be friends or acquaintances or partners with, and how do I build that relationship? How do I do that in the beginning, and then over time, how do I nurture and maintain that relationship? We all have a way of doing that. We need to ask ourselves, are we meeting and making friends with the people that we want to meet and choose to meet to take our life in the direction we want it to go? Sometimes we are, sometimes we aren't. A lot of times and there's, the whole 5 people you spend the most time with rule of thumb, but it doesn't have to be the ones you physically spend the most time with. You can interact and be influenced by mentors, by reading great books, by taking courses, by doing things online, by getting coaching and mentors, joining mastermind groups, just joining and going to networking events, going to industry specific and related events, and meeting the go-to leaders of that particular industry. We all have access to that, especially with the internet nowadays. We can almost get access to just about anyone that we want, and not in a stalker crazy type way, but in a way to learn what they do, how they do it, what they think, what their mindset is, because I think the further you go in business, the more you realize that it really is more about who you are and what you bring to the table and your mindset and belief systems than it is about the actual business strategy in terms of growing and supersizing your business. So I would love to know today, how do you get on like a house on fire with people? What relationship, what is the most important relationship in your business today? And what are you doing to build and grow and nurture and maintain that relationship? I do cool things like I send out mailings. I love direct mail stuff. I love sending gifts to people, little tokens, things that are of interest to them. Not things I care about, although sometimes I do that if I'm promoting a product or a service or a course or a workshop or an event or something. But other times, if I come across something in my life and in my activities and in my travels that would be of interest to somebody that is a friend of mine, I will get that and just send that to them with a little note, usually a handwritten note, often on Post-it notes. My dad was a big 3M guy, and so he was around in the days, and I was back in the days when Post-it notes were invented, so I find them a great tool. I've used them in my marketing in a lot of different areas, plus I use them to remind myself and keep track of things that I'm doing. I think every day, pretty much every day, I use a Post-it note for something. I used to use them for notes in my ex-husband's and in my kids' lunches when I made them lunches. So share in the comments below, what is your most important relationship, your most important business-related relationship, because that's what we're talking about here. And share any tips, tricks, or strategies that you personally use and have used successfully to start out and get those relationships in the first place, or to nurture and maintain them. I think that would help benefit all of us. All right, have an awesome day. Any questions, hit me up if I can help you in any way. If there's a relationship-related idiom that you'd like to know the origin of and how we can apply it to our business, just ask, share it in the comments below, or message me, and I'll be with you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Bye.